Have you noticed how some people in their 70s and 80s are still hiking mountains and dancing at weddings, while others struggle just to climb stairs? It's like watching two different species, the still got it crowd versus the where did it go bunch. The difference isn't luck or genes, it's choices made day after day. Harvard researchers discovered something amazing. 5 specific habits can add over 10 years to your life. That's like getting a decade-long bonus round in the game of life. These habits dramatically slash your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and that dreaded brain fog that makes you search for glasses sitting right on top of your head. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can actually be your most vibrant chapter yet, like upgrading to the deluxe edition just when everyone expects you to go out of print. Today, I'm sharing these 5 golden habits that transform how you age. And stay tuned for the 5th habit. It's so powerful that even doctors are surprised by its impact, yet most seniors overlook it, like a sock that fell behind the dryer. If you're ready to take control of your golden years, hit that like button and subscribe faster than you'd grab the last cookie at a grandkid's visit. Drop your city in the comments so I know where our vibrant community is watching from. Now, let's start with the habit that's the true foundation of independence as you age. Habit number 1, strength training, the foundation of independence. Did you know that after age 50, we typically lose 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every year? That's like someone sneaking into your house and stealing a small piece of your strength furniture every birthday. By 70, many of us have lost 20 to 40% of our strength. No wonder opening pickle jars becomes an Olympic event. Forget what you've heard about strength training being just for bodybuilders or too dangerous for seniors. That's like saying libraries are only for professors or gardening is only for farmers. These myths keep too many of us from one of the most powerful tools for maintaining independence. Take Thomas, a 78-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. After his 75th birthday, Thomas noticed he needed help with everyday tasks. His daughter had to carry his groceries, and he used furniture to push himself up from sitting. I felt like I was becoming a human Jenga tower. One wrong move and I'd topple over, he jokes now. Then his doctor recommended a simple strength program. Thomas was skeptical. At my age, with my arthritis? I thought that was like suggesting skydiving for someone afraid of heights. But he started small, just 2 20-minute sessions weekly with resistance bands and light hand weights. Within 3 months, Thomas was carrying his own groceries again. 6 months later, he was helping his neighbors with yard work. I'm not just stronger physically, he says. I feel like I've gone from a flip phone to a smartphone, suddenly capable of so much more. What happened to Thomas isn't magic, it's science. Research shows that even people in their 90s can increase muscle strength by 175% with modest resistance training. That's like turning your compact car into an SUV just by driving it regularly. When you strengthen your muscles, you're also strengthening your bones. It's a 2-for-1 special your body offers, no coupon needed. For women especially, who lose bone density faster after menopause, this benefit is priceless. Perhaps most importantly, strength training dramatically improves balance and stability. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older Americans, with 1 in 4 experiencing a fall each year. That's like playing Russian roulette with your independence. Strong leg and core muscles significantly reduce this risk by improving how steadily you move. You don't need an expensive gym membership or complicated equipment. You can start right at home with simple exercises using your body weight, resistance bands, or everyday items like soup cans. They might be holding your lunch today, but tomorrow they'll be building your biceps. The key is starting where you are, not where you were 20 years ago. Begin with just 5 to 10 repetitions, focusing on proper form. It's like learning to dance. Start with the basic steps before attempting the tango. Have you ever tried strength training? What's holding you back? Fear, uncertainty, or just not knowing where to start? Share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience or answer your questions. Remember, it's never too late to start building strength. Your future self will thank you more enthusiastically than a grandchild with a new toy. Habit number 2, social connections, the overlooked longevity secret. Would it surprise you to learn that loneliness might be as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? That's not just shocking. It's like discovering your sweet, innocent-looking houseplant is actually plotting against you. Researchers found that social isolation increases mortality risk by a staggering 29%, comparable to obesity or physical inactivity. Yet, while we diligently count steps and watch our cholesterol like hawks watching field mice, we rarely measure our social connections. For many of us, retirement brings an unexpected challenge. The workplace provides built-in social interaction that suddenly disappears faster than cookies at a family gathering. Add relocations, health changes, and the loss of loved ones, and it's easy to see why social circles often shrink just when we need them most. Eleanor's story illustrates this perfectly. At 73, this former school administrator from Pennsylvania lost her husband of 46 years. The silence in the house was deafening, she recalls. We had built our social life as a couple, and suddenly I felt invisible, like I was wearing one of those Harry Potter invisibility cloaks, but without the fun, magical adventures. For months, Eleanor barely left home except for essentials. Her health declined, blood pressure rising, sleep suffering, even catching every cold that came around like she was collecting them for a scrapbook. Everything changed when Eleanor reluctantly accepted an invitation to a community garden club. I went just to stop my daughter's nagging, which had reached Olympic medal levels, she laughs. But that first awkward meeting led to weekly gatherings, then volunteering at the local library, then a walking group. I'm busier now than when I worked full-time, Eleanor says. And honestly, I've never felt better. It's like I found the fountain of youth, and it turns out it's not water, it's people. Eleanor's experience reflects what science has proven. Meaningful social connections literally change our biology. Regular social interaction reduces inflammation, strengthens immune function, and even slows cognitive decline. It's like having an internal repair crew that works better when they hear laughter. What counts as meaningful connection? It's not about having hundreds of acquaintances or a calendar busier than a holiday shopping mall. Quality matters more than quantity, like choosing one perfect chocolate over a bag of mediocre candy. Meaningful connections come in many forms: family bonds, friendships, community involvement, or shared interest groups. Even brief interactions with neighbors or regular chats with store clerks contribute to our sense of belonging. Technology offers valuable tools for staying connected, especially for those with mobility challenges. Video calls with grandchildren, online communities for hobbies, or social media groups can supplement in-person connections. Think of them as the appetizers before the main course of face-to-face interaction. If your social circle has shrunk, rebuilding takes intention but isn't complicated. Start by reconnecting with one person from your past each week. A simple text, call, or email can reopen doors that seemed long closed. Explore community centers, faith organizations, or volunteer opportunities where you'll meet people with similar values. It's like fishing. You need to go where the fish are. Have you experienced changes in your social circle as you've gotten older? What creative ways have you found to stay connected? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Remember, reaching out isn't just good for you. It might be the lifeline someone else has been hoping for. Habit number 3, mental stimulation, keeping your mind sharp. Remember when people said, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks"? Well, they clearly never met my neighbor's 12-year-old beagle who learned to ring a bell when he needs to go outside. Just like that clever canine, your brain remains capable of growing, changing, and learning well into your 90s and beyond, a concept scientists call neuroplasticity. It's like your brain is a garden that can sprout new flowers at any age, not a concrete sidewalk set forever. What's even more fascinating is the concept of cognitive reserve. Think of it as your brain's emergency savings account. Every time you challenge your mind with new activities, you're making deposits into this account, like squirrels stashing nuts for winter. Later in life, these reserves can help your brain compensate for age-related changes or even disease, allowing you to function better for longer. Take David, a 74-year-old retired accountant from Colorado. After watching his father struggle with dementia, David worried about his own brain health. "I spent 40 years working with numbers, but I'd never done anything artistic," he explains. "My creative side was as neglected as a houseplant left with a teenager during vacation." On a whim, he signed up for a beginner's watercolor class at his local senior center. "The first few classes were frustrating. My hands wouldn't do what my mind wanted," David laughs. "My trees looked more like broccoli having a bad hair day." But something kept pulling him back. 6 months later, David was painting regularly, had joined an art group, and noticed improvements beyond his artwork. "My memory seems sharper, I'm more observant, and I sleep better on days I paint, like my brain is too satisfied to keep me up with its usual late-night worry parties." David's experience reflects what neuroscientists have discovered. Learning new skills, especially those that challenge you in unfamiliar ways, creates dramatic positive changes in the brain. It's like giving your brain a gym membership and actually using it. While crosswords and puzzles certainly help, the most powerful brain-boosting activities involve learning something new that challenges multiple brain systems simultaneously. Learning a musical instrument engages your memory, motor skills, and sensory processing. It's like a three-ring circus of brain stimulation. Taking up dancing combines physical movement with memory and social interaction. Learning a language, taking a cooking class, or exploring digital photography all provide rich stimulation for different parts of your brain. The connection between mental activity and brain health is so strong that studies show people who regularly challenge their minds can reduce their dementia risk by up to 30%. That's better protection than many medications offer. Even those with genetic predispositions to Alzheimer's can delay symptoms by years through mental stimulation. Creating a daily mental workout doesn't require hours of study. Try dedicating 30 minutes each day to something that makes you think in new ways. Read a book on an unfamiliar subject. Take a different route while driving. Turn your GPS off and see if you can find your way, like in the old days. Learn 5 words in a foreign language. Try a new recipe. The key is variety and novelty. Your brain thrives on new challenges like kids thrive on playground equipment. What activities do you enjoy that challenge your brain? Have you tried learning something completely new recently? Was it frustrating, rewarding, or both? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might be the inspiration someone else needs to step outside their comfort zone and give their brain the workout it's craving. Habit number 4, walking, the miracle movement. If there were a pill that could lower your blood pressure, improve your cholesterol, stabilize your blood sugar, boost your mood, help you sleep better, and reduce your risk of at least 6 different diseases, all with virtually no side effects, wouldn't you take it? That pill would sell faster than concert tickets to see Elvis if he came back. That pill doesn't exist, but walking does, and it offers all these benefits and more. Dr. Thomas Frieden, former director of the CDC, calls walking the closest thing we have to a wonder drug. It's like finding out that the ordinary house key you've been carrying around for years also unlocks treasure chests. Research shows just 30 minutes of walking 5 days a week can reduce your risk of heart disease by 30%, diabetes by 60%, and even some forms of cancer by 20%. For those concerned about memory loss, regular walking has been shown to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia by up to 40%. That's better odds than most Vegas tables offer. What makes walking so powerful is that it works on multiple systems simultaneously. With each step, your heart pumps stronger, circulating oxygen-rich blood throughout your body like a super-efficient Amazon delivery system. Your muscles, not just in your legs but your core and even arms, engage and strengthen. Your joints receive nourishment through movement. And remarkably, walking triggers the release of special proteins that actually repair and protect your brain cells, like having a tiny maintenance crew working inside your head. The beauty of walking is its accessibility. Unlike complicated exercise regimens that require more equipment than a NASA launch, walking requires no special gear beyond comfortable shoes. You don't need to learn any techniques, there's no membership fee, and you can start exactly where you are, regardless of your current fitness level, whether you're already active or if your current exercise consists mainly of reaching for the remote control. If you're currently inactive, begin with just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle walking, perhaps around your home or yard. Gradually increase by adding 2 to 3 minutes each week, like slowly turning up the volume rather than blasting the stereo at full volume immediately. If balance is a concern, walking poles can provide stability while also giving your upper body a workout. It's like getting a 2-for-1 special on exercise. For those already comfortable with basic walking, aim for 30 minutes most days. You can break this into 3 10-minute sessions if that fits better with your schedule and energy levels. Like enjoying your favorite dessert in multiple small servings throughout the day rather than all at once. The mental health benefits of walking deserve special mention. Studies show that a single walking session can reduce anxiety and depression symptoms for hours afterward, like a natural mood stabilizer with no prescription needed. Regular walkers report better sleep, improved mood, and a greater sense of well-being. Adding nature to your walk through parks, garden paths, or tree-lined streets amplifies these mental health benefits even further, like adding whipped cream to an already delicious dessert. Do you currently include walking in your routine? Has it changed your health or mood? If you're a regular walker, what tip would you share with someone just starting out? If you're not walking regularly yet, what's one small step you could take to begin? Share your experience or questions in the comments. Let's inspire each other to keep moving. Habit number 5, nutritional intelligence, eating for longevity. When it comes to healthy aging, what you put on your plate matters as much as any exercise program. It's like building a house. You need quality materials, not just a good blueprint. After age 50, your nutritional needs shift in important ways. Understanding these changes, what I call nutritional intelligence, can help you use food as powerful medicine for your body and brain. First, let's address a fundamental change. Your metabolism naturally slows approximately 1 to 2% per decade after 30, meaning many of us need about 200 fewer calories daily in our 60s than in our 40s. It's like your body's fuel efficiency improves, but in reverse, you need less gas to go the same distance. However, while calorie needs decrease, nutrient requirements actually increase. Your body becomes less efficient at absorbing certain vitamins and minerals, making the quality of your food more important than ever, like needing premium fuel in an older engine. Inflammation is at the root of most age-related diseases, from heart disease to arthritis to cognitive decline. It's like having a slow-burning fire inside that damages everything it touches. The good news? Your diet can be your most powerful anti-inflammatory tool, your personal fire department. Foods like berries, leafy greens, fatty fish, olive oil, nuts, and turmeric actively fight inflammation, while processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and excessive sugar promote it like adding gasoline to that internal fire. Consider Barbara, a 67-year-old retired nurse from Arizona. After years of battling joint pain, brain fog, and low energy, Barbara decided to transform her diet. "I was skeptical that changing what I ate could make much difference at my age," she admits. I thought it was like changing the curtains when the house needs a new foundation, but I was tired of feeling tired. Barbara adopted a Mediterranean-style eating pattern, emphasizing vegetables, fruits, whole grains, fish, olive oil, and nuts while limiting processed foods, red meat, and sweets. Within 3 months, her joint pain had decreased by 70%. She needed less blood pressure medication, and friends commented on her improved energy and clearer skin. "It's like someone replaced my batteries with a better brand," she laughs. For brain health specifically, the Mind diet has shown remarkable results. Participants who closely followed this eating pattern had brains that functioned as if they were 7.5 years younger than their chronological age. That's like turning back the clock without needing a time machine. Protein becomes especially important after 50 as your body becomes less efficient at processing it, like a factory that needs more raw materials to produce the same number of products. Aim for 25 to 30 grams per meal from sources like fish, poultry, beans, eggs, and yogurt. This helps preserve muscle mass that naturally declines with age. Hydration deserves special attention as we age. Our thirst sensation diminishes, making dehydration common yet often unrecognized, like having a car with a broken fuel gauge. Chronic mild dehydration can cause fatigue, confusion, constipation, and increased fall risk. Make a habit of drinking water throughout the day, not just when thirsty. Think of it as preventive maintenance for your whole body. Practical implementation matters, especially for those cooking for 1 or 2 after years of feeding a family. It's like downsizing from a minivan to a compact car. You need different driving habits. Try the cook once, eat twice approach, making larger batches and freezing portions. Frozen vegetables and fruits offer convenience without sacrificing nutrition. They're like time capsules of goodness. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to healthy eating? Is it knowing what to eat, preparing meals for fewer people, or perhaps fighting old habits that are more stubborn than a stain on your favorite shirt? Share in the comments. Your question might help others facing similar challenges, and your successes could be someone else's inspiration. Remember, it's never too late to change how you eat. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body and brain for a longer, healthier life, like making deposits in your health savings account 3 times a day. These 5 golden habits, strength training, social connections, mental stimulation, walking, and nutritional intelligence, work together like a well-rehearsed band, each playing its part to create beautiful music in your life. The wonderful truth is that you don't need to transform everything at once. Start with just one habit that resonates with you most, and let that success fuel your next step, like climbing a staircase 1 step at a time rather than trying to leap to the top floor. Remember Eleanor finding new friends at 73? Thomas regaining independence through strength training at 78? Barbara transforming her health through better nutrition in her late 60s? Their stories prove what research confirms. It's never too late to improve your health and quality of life. Age is just a number, not an expiration date. Which of these 5 habits will you focus on first? Have you already experienced benefits from any of these habits? Share your story in the comments. Your journey might be exactly the roadmap someone else needs to find their way. Let's support each other on this path to healthier, happier aging, like a community barn raising for our well-being. If you found value in today's video, please hit the like button faster than you'd say yes to a second piece of pie, and subscribe for more practical health wisdom delivered with a side of humor. Next week, we'll explore how quality sleep becomes your secret weapon against aging. It's like finding the cheat code in the game of life.